Right, guys, this fight, me personally, I'm really looking forward to. It's a fight that is going to be for the bantamweight title. These two guys, Mark Tring's just taken the fight at 2 weeks' notice, and Ciaran was already due to fight on the show. I've been speaking to Ciaran, a great lad, polite lad. He's had experience in the ring, very good. So let me welcome up Mark Tring and Ciaran Flanagan. So guys, as you know, like I've just said, this fight is for the bantamweight title. This sort of weight is hard to come by, and hard to come by two decent fighters. You know, where they're both good technically. They're both parry power, and they can both box. First of all, let's just I just want to start with Ciaran. He was due to fight Harley Walton. Who put it all over social media about fighting, kept calling him out, you know, begging for a fight, and then all of a sudden, he drops out. Ciaran, tell us a little bit about your thoughts on that.
It's not the first time he's done it. He's done it twice previous on Stamina event in Oxford. I knew he was going to do it. I told you from the start he was going to pull out. It is what it is. It's boxing. You move on and live and learn.
So I come to you and I said, you know, I've got Mark Tring. He's happy to take the fight. Straight away you come back and said, yeah, let's make the fight. Obviously, you know, you asked what weight he was. We told you the weight, and that was it. You said, yeah, let's get the fight on. You wanted to fight in 10-ounce gloves. It's for the title. Just tell everybody a little bit about your training and how's it going.
Yeah, so it's going good. I recently just joined up with my old coach, Kieran Davis, and he's joined up with Lee Shepherd at Stamina Didcot Boxing Academy. New venue's just opened up. It's going really well. Training hard. I've probably trained harder for this fight than my last fight than I did for my pro debut when I turned over. So, yeah, it's going well.
And Mark Tring, so you contacted me, and you said to me, Steve, listen, I'll take this fight 2 weeks notice. You know, I know myself. I know what I'm capable of doing, and I'm capable of winning this fight with 2 weeks training. Have you seen much of Ciaran Flanagan fight? And how come you were so confident and getting in and being confident of winning this fight with 2 weeks training? You know, when Ciaran trained so hard.
Well, over the moon to be on the show. I know it's a bit of a risk, taking it with 2 weeks notice, but I love a challenge. I wouldn't have took this challenge if I knew I couldn't win the fight, and I know I can win it. I'm confident in my ability. You know, it's been a tough week, but I've already come a long way. Got another week of hard work. I'm not really bothered about what he does, or who he trains with. I just worry about myself, and yeah, I'm buzzing for it, to be fair. It's going to be a great night. Great fight with 10-ounce gloves as well, which is right down my street, because you know my power is second to none at this weight, so it's going to be exciting.
And if you seen much about Ciaran, have you watched any of his fights? He's obviously technically good. You know, he comes from Oxford, so, you know, so everyone knows these Oxford boys. They don't play games. They love to get in there. They're tough. They have a scrap. But he's also a technical fighter. So will you be watching a lot about him and trying to stick to a game plan, or do you just go in and do what you got to do?
I've got my own game plan. I think he's got a tricky style from what I've watched. I don't really watch too many videos of my opponents, so it all comes down to the night. It's not worth thinking about them too much, just worry about myself. I've got my own little game plan. I know what I've got to do, and I'm 100% sure I'm going to get that victory and take that belt home. I hate losing, so it ain't going to happen.
And Ciaran, same to you. Obviously, if you watched any of Mark's fights, and you know, do you look at him and think you see weaknesses in certain places? You know, do you and your coach study what he does? You know, and how confident are you in taking this bout back to Oxford?
Yeah, I've watched Mike live on I think it's his last fight on the Tank Show. Yeah, I've got a game plan. I know what we're going to do, and bring on fight night.
And are you confident in
Yeah.
taking that bout back?
Yeah, I am. We was meant to fight for the Tank's title. He said he's having some time off boxing, so I said fair play to him, and then he stepped up this time, so be a good fight.
So guys, like I said, these two guys, Tring is well known around Swindon. Ciaran is obviously well known from where he's from and all over because he's been on local shows and stuff like that around here. So this fight, I think from start to finish is going to be nothing but all guns blazing. They're both going to be fit as fiddles. They're both going to be ready, and they both no doubt carry power at this weight. Mark's just come into the gym now. He's been doing a few pads with me. He's good. He hits hard. He's fit. I've seen Ciaran on pads, doing pads with Ciaran, who again, is it Ciaran? Yeah. He's a great coach. He knows his stuff. So I'm sure he's teaching Ciaran everything that he needs to know. So any questions, for these two guys on this fight?
This is to Mark Tring. I just want to know, same question for Bobbles. Will Don King Kenny be looking to take legal action for you coming to a different corporation, or?
King Kenny has given me the full
King
go ahead.
Kenny.
Oh, well, yeah, you call him that. Yeah, top man he is, Kenny. I love him. And he's given me the go ahead. No problems, mate. So there'll be no court
action.
Nah, no court action. I can't afford it, to be honest. He's loaded, isn't he?
No further questions.
Any other questions for these two guys? Listen, let me tell you something, guys. This is one fight you ain't gonna want to miss. These two guys are, they're both training hard. They're both putting the work in, and I can tell you now that that this fight is gonna be one to remember. Guys, give these two a massive round of applause, and let's have a little face off up front there.
Get a little bit closer, please, guys.
So, guys, you want to hold the ball?
Yeah.